Anh cho em mùa xuân, nụ hoa vàng mới nở, chiều đông nào nhung nhớ. Đường lao sao lá đầy, chân bước mòn bìa phố, hát buồn bim ngọn cây.
You know, he's so poor. It's not even a rag to cover himself. How would he dare to think, even in his dreams, like that? Even though she has expressed her willingness, that he refused. But then the princess told him, you know, you and I have met each other because of heaven's arrangement. None of us have even prepared or asked for it. You must know, in the old times, it was not just because of meeting, but because he was all naked and she was all naked. And she probably was bathing right where he was hiding. So they probably have touched each other by chance, And in the old times, the custom is that if you see a man naked or if the man touches you, then you have to marry him. But you lost your purity already. Or otherwise you just have to die. You know, commit suicide or never marry again. It's very strict rules at those times. Men and women don't even go near each other if you don't know each other.
Yes.
If you're not relatives or something like that, you would never talk to a man outside of your house, of your household. In the old times, you know, if they are from a noble lineage or rich family, they build high walls around their compound, their houses. And the woman never went out alone. Every time they went out, they had to be carried in the covered kind of those carried by hand carriage by servants. Never went out alone. Never walked out alone. As a rich family, I guess a poor family they can't afford all that. But if you are from a rich family or noble lineage, you cannot show yourself to any man just like that. And now even not just show yourself, but both are naked. She was probably sitting where he was hiding and splashing her water everywhere so all the sand ran away from him. See? Revealing all his splendor like that. So after she insisted like that, because she felt like it was heaven's arrangement, and she lost her purity already, according to tradition. And maybe he was a good-looking guy.
Yes.
There was nothing to hide anymore. She saw everything, so she liked what she saw, I guess. As well, Now, I guess she has never seen a naked man before. And this man, he must be very healthy looking and strong. Because he has been like working laboriously all his life since childhood. It's not like a spoiled couch potato or like me and you sitting in front of a computer all the time, losing our muscles. So even if I was caught by any man on the sand beach or something, probably he would pretend I wasn't there. Okay. Not like before, I wouldn't like to go to any beach nowadays anyways, with the COVID and all that. Least of all with a bikini, After she kept insisting and thinking and saying this is all heaven's arrangement, so he had to, poor man, he had to listen to her. Oh, poor guy, hey? Don't we feel sorry for him? He had to. Like he forced himself to agree with her. Maybe he just refused as modesty, you know? But I think such an exceptional beauty like her, how would he refuse even? Even the most stupid man would not refuse, honestly. She's not just a princess, rich and secured, but she's exceptionally beautiful. They say that maybe world class, meaning above all world beauty. That is their description. So I think he just kind of saying no, you know. He had to because he felt maybe inferior. as decency, but I think he would have loved to say yes, huh?
Yes.
But he had to let her convince him a little bit. I think both of them try hard. Try too hard. All right. So they became husband and wife after that. After he had to force himself to be the world's most beautiful woman's husband. Yeah. We do feel sorry for him, don't you? We feel sorry for both of them. They had to, because heaven's arrangement. Yeah? It truly could be, because how come in the whole big river, why did he have to stay where he was hiding?
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Yes.
And right exactly where he was hiding. Not just near or next to it, but right where he was hiding. And covered with all the curtains, with him in the middle of it. They didn't see him, of course, yeah? Probably he was hiding in the bush with the sand covering him. Most of the part, and then half the remaining part was in the bush also, yeah? They didn't see him. They thought it was a nice shady area. So they made a tent there and just tented him in. Sorry for both of them. He must be very handsome, because he has been working in the open air all the time, and he had to labor hard in order to take care of himself and his father. Mostly when the father was older, he must do a lot of work for both to survive. So I'm sure he was a muscular person with the six-pack or something you call it.
Yes.
And this princess, she's a teenage, 18 is about the time. It's the age of springtime. And she has probably never seen a man naked like that before. Yeah. And he must have been good looking also. Right there, heaven arranged so well. But not everybody is happy. They were both very happy. But the king was not happy. He was so vexed, so angered. So he called all his protecting bodyguards and all the servants of the princess, recalled them all, told them to go back to the capital, to the palace. The princess was very afraid of her father's anger, so she just had to stay back there with her husband and the normal citizens. And then both of them tried to find a way to survive. But as if it was heaven's blessing. Whatever she does, whatever business she does, was getting more and more prosperous all the time. She became very rich. And then finally, where she was, people came and went and made business and all that. It became like a village. Or smaller than a village. What is it then? What is smaller than a village? Okay, we just say village. Who cares? Yeah? Small village.
A hamlet?
A hamlet, yeah. With many people coming and going. Very prosperous, very lively. And after a while, somebody advised her to go, to ask some of her workers to go to the sea, to find something very, very rare and precious, so that she can exchange for some other things. So she let her husband go with other workers. And then Đồng Tử, we went and then happened to see a very beautiful place. And looking up to the mountain, he saw a little hut up there. So he climbed up the mountain. And then he saw a monk staying there. His name is Phật Quang, meaning Buddha's light. The Buddha's light monk observed that Đồng Tử is a very, very sincere and honest person, very decent and honest person. So he wanted to initiate him into his practice, spiritual practice. After that, Đồng Tử doesn't want to go to the sea anymore. He stayed there forever. He stayed there. Just stay there. And then he studied with his master. It sounds like one of your brothers or sisters. After initiation, they never want to go home. I have to even push them. because they have obligations at home, like family, business, or whatever. He studied with his master for 1 year long, and then the monk Phật Quang gave him a stick, like a walking stick, and a hat, and then let him go down the mountain and go back home. He said, this stick, walking stick, and the hat has a lot of magic in it. So whatever you need, you might use it. Probably he told him some extra ways to help himself as well as empower him with some magical power. So Đồng Tử went back home. He did not want to go.
Reluctantly.
It's just his master say, time to go, man. Don't stay here. Don't be too comfortable, eh? Okay. After 1 year, the master probably had enough with him, even whatever, told him to go home. So he went home. He also used all these things that he had studied with the master, passed it on to his wife, transmitted to his wife. And after that, both of them, husband and wife, left this area where they had been doing business, left the hamlet or the village where they had been prosperous and made business. And then both of them went to find a quiet and peaceful area to live a very simple life, maybe just a hut or something, to practice spiritually.
Yeah.
One day, both of them were walking on the street, and the evening, the night has already begun to come, but they had not found any place with people, had not found any populated area.
Anh cho em mùa xuân này tất cả lộc non vừa chảy lá. Đời thơ hương cõi đời, bầy chim lừa bạt lá.